So we've been talking about this thing called turning points, and very few of you know what it is. So now we're going to unveil this mystery. And this is what turning points is. It's going to happen periodically in the period of where the sermon or the Devar Torah usually happens. And so turning points is a periodic ritual which will be celebrated here in this spot. And what is it? During the pandemic, it has been harder and harder to pay attention to the transitions in our lives that deserve to be honored. Turning Points provides a ritual to honor the major moments, the times in our lives, by providing sacred space and place for these milestone moments. There are so many turning points in our lives. In the last year alone, we as a congregation have missed sharing our lives together. Whether some of us have published books, some of us have retired, we've welcomed children and grandchildren, we've grieved a delayed bar mitzvah, we've had career changes, we've lost loved ones, and we haven't had our communal support. And our lives have continued, and it's been hard and it's been good. Turning Points honors the holiness of our life's journeys. How will we do this? Each month, we'll hear one member's story. Jonathan is already highlighted. Stories, as we know, are powerful. They connect us to each other and inspire deep reflection. And you'll have a chance to reflect, and at a certain point during the ritual, if you wish, you'll have a chance to share. And as you have probably already guessed, music will always be a part of this ritual. And so will art, which is why this person that you don't know is also next to me. Welcome, Rabbi Ali Fishman. Rabbi Ali is a camp director. Camp Newman in California is one of the camps for the Reform movement. She's also an artist. She is an artist who does live illustration. So she is going to draw something beautiful from our shared experience. At a certain point, we're going to share the screen and we're going to get to watch her draw. And each ritual, she will illustrate live the experience of the ritual. And we've received a grant for Rabbi Ali to join us 6 times. After the 6th service, a piece of art is going to be created, which will be placed prominently at the synagogue. Because missing our building is a turning point. And so we're going to bring this with us back into the synagogue. And so now to turning points. I am so grateful to Jonathan Yassani, who is our first speaker tonight. What I've asked of him is not easy. And so I want to go on record saying, Jonathan, you are courageous, you are wonderful, and thank you for going first. I'm going to step out and let you share your story.
Shabbat Shalom. I would like to thank Rabbi Van for recognizing that life has carried on for all of us during this horrific pandemic and researching a grant to help create an empowering program that allows us to step back and recognize the turning points in our lives. I must say, the form of creating a ritual, an act of doing for a sincere purpose, is only the tip of the iceberg that draws me to Judaism, which I will touch upon later. We continue through life, and for some of us, perhaps we have minimized our milestones because of the collective chaos we endure in the world. But to ground ourselves in the present and take the time to celebrate one another helps bring joy to all people. I know that I have found a sense of comfort in knowing that I have been able to log on to Shabbat service Friday nights and be amongst congregants that are so welcoming and comforting to me. Although we have our virtual platforms for staying connected, we have all continued to move through our journey of life with the good and the bad, without the physical connection of support that was once our normal form of socialization. This past year, we have learned to reevaluate our environment and continuously adapt our ways of thinking and daily activities. During these times of uncertainty, I have found myself immersed with my dementia clients at JFSA, who had relied on the stimulation of social activities to find purpose, normalization, and validation in their lives. Yet today, many find themselves isolated and even defeated. Stepping back and thinking about my clients, I started to reflect on my own life. I am working with many Jewish clients that have had a lifetime of Jewish culture and Jewish community involvement. Stories of performing mitzvot, acts of chesed, learning, growing, and purpose. These experiences brought me to the realization that I am missing this piece in my life, meaning I converted to Judaism on August 17th, 2018, and I'm still feeling lost. Indeed, I work at JFSA, which has been a dream come true for me. I can work in a program with older adults that allows me to make a positive and healthy difference in their lives. Best of all, I am working within a Jewish organization, meaning I can celebrate Jewish holidays at work amongst my colleagues and learn about different customs and practices that I can bring into my personal experience. However, as a convert, I find that I am missing the link to celebrating with fellow Jews. I have tremendous support and acknowledgement within my family, both throughout my conversion and after, including our interfaith celebrations of holidays. I have enjoyed teaching my family about the Jewish holidays and having them celebrate with me too, but I still feel an emptiness. Through my curiosity and exploration of finding the right shul, I found myself welcomed at suburban Temple-Kol. I was so nervous that I would be looked at as not being Jewish enough as a convert. And of course, I have the LGBT thing going on. So I cautiously found myself as a guest, but quickly realized that I'm surrounded by people that embrace my individuality and were only interested in me for who I am. During the pandemic, I made the decision to join Suburban Temple-Kol because I wanted to be around people that not only supported me, but would allow me to grow and learn without judgment. I wanted to be able to join and practice the meaningful rituals of Judaism and incorporate a Jewish existence beyond my work. I converted because Judaism made sense to me in so many personal ways, and knowing that I have been welcomed into a community that shares similar values and a worldview was very comforting and meaningful to me. The pandemic enabled the action stage of change for me to find happiness in my life and mend the disconnection I have felt in my Jewish journey that will continue to develop and grow throughout my life. In fact, I am part of the B'nai Mitzvah class, which is absolutely a wonderful experience. I never thought I would have the opportunity like this in my life. I am learning Hebrew on top of adding depth to the knowledge of Judaism. To have Rabbi Van personally call me and ask me to be a part of Turning Points is an unbelievable honor. I am finding comfort in my own shoes, which is continuously validated by all of you. Thank you all for allowing me into your lives, and thank you, Rabbi Fishman, for adding to the beauty of this moment, and Deb for your music and support of this ritual. Thank you so much.
Jonathan, thank you for your beautiful story, for your courage to go first. I'm hoping that more people will want to share their stories, but I'm a little nervous that no one's going to want to follow you. So, because it was so beautiful. So thank you. Thank you. So we'll let you unspotlight and take a breath now. It was extraordinary. Thank you so much. Each of us is holy, and each of us is different, and our journeys are too. And while we listen to Deb debut an anthem that's going to happen every time we have Turning Points, we're also going to watch Allie live draw. I have an opportunity for you, each one on this service, to share, to put in the chat if you've had a turning point, if you've had a major transition that's happened this year. What is your turning point? what is your major moment that you would like to share with this congregation?
Allie, if you haven't already started doing it, now is the time to share your screen. Thank you. We can't wait to see what you've been working on. I've always been good at beginnings. Paths fading off into the distance. I love the sense of endless possibility. Yeah. Open skies and no resistance. But it's the choices we make that determine our life shapes, that tell us who we're gonna be. And it's the chances we take that define our direction, that celebrate the you and the me. Come on, let's celebrate the you and the me. Now the days move on just like the ones before. Trapped inside an empty box, always wanting more. I don't want to settle for mediocrity, no. But it's so hard to drag this dream for mediocrity. But it's so hard to drag this dream into reality. But it's the choices we make that determine our life shapes, that tell us who we're gonna be. And it's the chances we take that define our direction, that separate the you from the me. Come on, let's celebrate the you and the me. Come on, let's be the people we were meant to be. Whoa, when I come to the end, complete the circle. Look back upon the moments that made the journey. Will I close my eyes and enjoy it all again? Or will I have to wonder at what might have been? But it's the choices we make that determine our life shapes, that tell us who we're gonna be. And it's the chances we take that define our direction, that separate the you from the me. Come on, let's celebrate the you and the me. Come on, let's be the people we were meant to be.
We had a little bit of technical issues. Let's see if we can work them out. Rabbi Ali, is your iPad back in the meeting?
It is. I'm so sorry, but if you give it privileges one more time, I can share and we can keep it on for another minute if that's okay.
Sure.
That was just beautiful.
Yeah. JB, I think you need to look for the iPad.
What's the name of it? I'm scrolling back and forth.
It's Rabbi Ali Frischman also, but it's the one where it doesn't have her beautiful face, but her beautiful picture.
Okay.
I thought she was just being suspenseful.
Well, there is it'll be like a big reveal when we get to do it, and we'll work it out for
You know what?
the
And
next time too.
one nice thing also is that if all went well, you're recording as well the process of creating this. So you
Correct.
can see this later. Oh,
So Rabbi Ali was doing this live while Deb was singing. And so while we're watching, I have a blessing. So Ali, why don't you keep drawing and I'll end with a blessing. Blessed are you, eternal God, who brings us to the goodness of this moment. We are grateful for the blessings and even for the struggles and the losses too, for they remind us of our unique humanity. We are grateful for the support and connection of this community. May we continue to uplift and care for each other as we note our turning points. May the spirit of this community, the inspiration of story, the harmony of music, and the beauty of art bring increased fulfillment and goodness to all of our lives. And let us say together, Amen.
amen.
And Deb, could we end with a Shehechianu?
I think we absolutely should. Give me one moment. I knew I forgot to cue up one thing, but I do have it right here. It's Technical Fun Day for us today. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu bazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Amen.
Well, I hate to do this. What?
I just want to keep watching.
I know, I said I hate to do this, Rabbi Ali, but we're gonna have to ask you to stop sharing this beautiful screen, even as I know you're going to keep drawing. And so every service, every turning points will have a story and a song. While Deb is singing, we will work out our technical kinks and we will get to watch Ali draw, and all of those pieces will be brought together in one one piece and brought into the temple.